Hello everyone, I am Rishika Reddy from second year CSE AIML department. So we are currently working on the project Chatbot for Medical Queries under Ashok Sharma sir's mentoring. Here is the brief overview of our project. This project is about developing a medical chat doctor that is powered by large language models, which helps in assisting patients, especially in situations when they don't have access to doctors or medical support. So we can actually describe our symptoms and ask questions, and the chatbot will use the knowledge it has from the datasets provided and give us an informative answer. The key features of this project are the user input. It allows patients to input their symptoms and describe about their health condition and ask related questions in a natural language. The response it generates is also quite similar to a human response. So we'll be using a pre-trained model and fine-tune it with datasets that are available on different websites like Kaggle, and then make sure that the model becomes quite familiar with medical terminologies and provide an accurate response. The tools and technologies used here are we are actually using Mistral 7B, which acts as the core component for generating responses. And we'll be using Python for training the model. We shall also use Python for data pre-processing, which involves formatting the data, like removing the null values and make sure that the data is quite clear for the model to understand. We will develop a user interface with the help of HTML and CSS for the front end and Node.js for the back end. Node.js actually processes the requests from the user and gives it to the Mistral 7B model. We'll be using TensorFlow and or PyTorch, which have API keys which help in fine tuning the model. We should deploy the application on cloud services because the cloud services have access to GPU service. The software features to be added are an enhanced Mistral 7B pre-trained model. As mentioned earlier, we shall take a Mistral 7B is trained with generalized data. We shall fine tune it with medical data sets so that it becomes familiar with medical terminologies and provide an accurate answer for whatever queries we ask. This actually uses a deep learning mechanism, and yeah, it is implemented with fine tuning capabilities, and it has the user friendly interface. It also ensures 24/7 server availability. This is the architecture at the basic level. The first step is data pre-processing, which is actually exploratory data analysis. We go through the data which is present in the dataset and make sure that there are no null values and convert all the letters into one case. And then this data after pre-processing is tokenized. So in tokenization, the entire text is divided into simpler units. Like let's say if there is a sentence, it is divided into small words, and then this output is given to the encoder. So the encoder actually generates a word vector for each word, which is multi-dimensional. So it doesn't store the word in the general language. It stores the word in the form of a vector, so that it becomes easy to map words. And then the output of the encoder is given to the decoder. So the encoder basically uh, understands the query, and then the decoder generates the response for the query in natural language. Uh, Coming to attention mechanism ensures that each part of the query is understood carefully and make sure that an accurate response is created and nothing is missed from the question. And yeah, fine tuning is actually adjusting the parameters of the pre-trained model so that it becomes fit for a specific task. So we'll have to train the pre-trained model with a lot of data sets in order to get accurate responses. The use cases of this project are it provides remote medical assistance. So in villages where there is no medical support, where there are no hospitals, this chatbot actually helps them in cases of emergencies where they need an initial medical assessment of their health conditions. And yeah, since it's a web application, you can have 24/7 availability. It also reduces healthcare costs. Like, let's say if you're suffering with a rash or a cough, you don't have to rush to the doctor immediately. You can describe your symptoms in detail, and the chatbot will actually give you an initial assessment about your health condition and a brief idea about what medication you're supposed to take. And yeah, it also provides health education and environment. And also, you can set personal reminders for taking vaccinations or other preventive healthcare measures. The users of this chatbot are patients or the general public who would like to seek immediate medical advice or guidance or information for non-critical. So it's safer to use it for non-critical health concerns. And also healthcare professionals like doctors or nurses who can supplement patient care and education, offering follow-up support between appointments. Hospitals can actually deploy this application on their services so that it becomes easier for the patients to schedule their appointments. Also, researchers and developers can use it for examination of their experiments. Thank you.